Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of The Spark. I'm Coach David. Hope you're doing great on today. Your mental performance coach is ready for you on today, and I hope that you are ready for what I have to share with you. I am not even going to belabor the point. We're going to jump right into it so we can get through it and that you can pick up something on today that is going to make your life better. Now, I always appreciate when you let other people know that we're doing this and when you join in and you help support this. I appreciate that tremendously. Keep those things coming. I really do appreciate you. Listen, today we're going to talk about believe in yourself. Now, you always hear me say at the end of every broadcast, at the end of every time I speak to you, that, hey, I believe in you. You are the architect of your life. And Coach David, I believe in you. Today, I want to talk about you believing in yourself. It's very important. So let's jump into it. What does it really mean to believe in yourself? To believe in yourself means that you trust that you can act, you can adapt, and you can recover regardless of the outcome. I'm going to say that one again. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself, number one, to act. You have to trust yourself to adapt, and you have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself to recover regardless of the outcome. In other words, when I have a belief in myself, I'm removing the dependency, I'm removing outcome dependency. But what my belief doesn't do, it doesn't collapse if the outcome is not exactly what I desire it to be. So I got to believe in myself, even in the midst of things going on. And even though things may not work out the way I want them to work out, that's okay, because I still believe in myself. And I want to begin to help you with that on today, to begin to believe more in yourself. Because like I always say, there's more in there and there's more in the tank. And if you'll begin to build that and work that to believe in yourself. Now, we just left confidence, and that's a part of it. But here's where I really want to get with you. When you believe in yourself, this emphasizes actions over feelings. What do I mean by that? I mean this. I am not waiting to feel ready before I act. Okay? Why? Why don't I wait? Because my belief is going to grow. And that's what we're really talking about, is growing your belief in even more. Belief comes after action, not before. So if I'm waiting to feel ready before I act, my belief now is suffering, because I understand this. If I will begin to act, what I'm going to begin to see occur, I'm going to get what we call receipts. I'm going to get evidence. And even if it doesn't work out like I would want it to work out, that's okay, because I understand that when I continue to go on a repetitious basis, that I'm going to learn some things on my way, and that's going to strengthen my belief. That's where this next thing comes in. I'm looking at even resilience, how to bounce back. I'm not looking for perfection. Actually, perfectionism is what hinders a lot of people in their belief. Because listen, if you're waiting for everything to be perfect, if you're waiting for every situation, every event, every circumstance to line up and to be perfect, you may not be moving at all. Because this is what I've discovered in my life. Things are not ever going to be 100% perfect. Things are, sometimes the train is going to go off the proverbial track. But you got to be resilient enough and bounce back enough that even in the midst of that, you don't give in, cave in and quit. So what you have to understand is that believing in yourself means this right here. I'm a very resilient person. Here's the next thing about it. My belief in myself holds up under the pressure of mistakes or doubt or anything else that shows up. My belief in myself says, you know what? It's okay. I got this. I can keep moving forward. Real belief stays intact even when the results aren't what you desire them to be. If you really believe in yourself, even though it may not go the way that you want it to go, because remember, there are some things you cannot control. There are a lot of things in there that you can control that belong personally to you, but there are some things you cannot control. I want to give you a scenario. A few years ago, I was coaching a drill team, and it was the first time for this group that they had ever been to a national championship. Now, they went to the national championship and they were placed in a division higher than they should have been in. They placed 11th in that division that they were in the incorrect division, but they placed 11th. And a lot of people, I won't say a lot, but quite a few of those members walked away because they weren't first. And so what happened now, because they didn't have that belief in themselves, that belief in their ability, they walked away. Well, let me give you just a year later, in the right division where they're supposed to be, we come back together, that same group that maintained the belief and didn't walk away, and they placed number 2 in the nation. So that goes to show you that even when pressure shows up, even when mistakes show up, even when setbacks show up, even when doubt shows up, because I believe in myself, I can remain intact and I can keep moving forward. Believing in yourself is so important. Here's another one. I don't need external approval, external praise, or external reassurance because I believe in myself. Why? Because believing in yourself is an internal thing. It's not based on what external things come to you. It's not based on people telling you like, hey, you're good, you're okay, you're all right. No. That's all fine and good if I get that. But here's the thing about it. When you believe in yourself, you decide first, you act, and then you explain later. You may never explain. Like me, sometimes I'd be like, I'm not explaining anything. This is the decision that I have made for me. Why? Because I believe in myself. And when I believe in myself, I don't need the reassurance. It's great if I get that. I'm not turning that down or saying that's a bad thing. It's fine. But the truth of the matter is, because I believe in myself, I keep moving forward. I trust myself. And this is another key thing about believing in yourself. It comes from responsibility. What do you mean? I believe I have the ability to respond. Responsibility is 2 words, respond and ability, meaning that I believe I have the ability to respond. So I don't need the reassurance. If I get it, that's great. But if I don't get it, because I have decided, because it's an internal thing, I believe in me, I am now going to move forward. Oh boy. So this is good. So let me ask you a question. Where is belief attained? If I want this and I gotta have this, where is it attained? Well, let me share with you. Belief is earned through evidence. What do you mean? Well, you hear the young people say, and you hear people say a lot of time, I got receipts. Receipts means this right here. I got proof. I got evidence of this. Belief comes from the promises you keep to yourself. That's where it starts at. See, many times you'll see people, they'll start real strong, they'll start real loud, but they quit quietly. You know why? Because what happens is that they've made a commitment to themselves that they can't keep up. So instead of, breaking it down into smaller tasks or smaller promises that they can keep, they would just subtly and quietly go on out of it. Don't you be that person. Belief comes from the promises you keep to yourself. So if you need to, begin with smaller promises that you can definitely keep daily. Like maybe your promise is, hey, I'm going to walk 5 minutes a day. I'm going to walk around the block at least 2 times a day. Whatever it is, this is where your belief is built from. This is where you attain it from. This is how it gets stronger. Next thing that I want to share with you is this right here. Belief grows in uncomfortable moments. Well, we didn't like that. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable. We avoid difficulty to protect ourselves. This is what I call comfort zone living. We get in our comfort zone and we don't want to come outside of our comfort zone because of the simple fact that may mean I may show myself not to be where I ought to be. But remember what I said before. Remember what I said. When I'm working with believing in myself, I have the ability to respond. What if I come up short? But remember, I still believe in myself, even if I come up short. It just means that I've got to go back. I've got to do my homework. I've got to be better. And that's exactly what I do. I don't quit. I don't cave in. I don't give up. I don't make excuses. I don't blame other people. What I understand is this right here. Remember, I didn't start with other people. We said that before. I started with me. It's an internal thing. So because of that, I don't blame other people if it doesn't go the way it's supposed to. It just teaches me that I have some things to learn. Listen, if you live in the comfort zone weakens your belief. Overcoming challenges strengthens your belief. So I'm going to challenge you to do that, to keep the promises that you made to yourself, and also to be able to be uncomfortable. You've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Boy, that's good. So that's it. So now I'm going to wrap this thing up on today. I've given you enough. Now we're going to stay with this for a little while, believing in yourself, because I truly want to help you to gain more belief in yourself. And if you are one of those people that you believe in yourself and everything, help somebody else believe in themselves. Remember, we're all interdependent and we help each other. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to start building and strengthening your belief in yourself. Well, how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to give you 3 things that I want you to take care of this week, that I'll ask you to do on this week. Number 1, do one challenging thing on purpose every day. What? Remember what I shared with you. Belief grows in your challenging moments. Do that which you fear, do that which challenges you, and the death of fear, the death of that challenge is certain. So that's number 1. I want you to do one challenging thing on purpose every day. A good friend of mine was talking about how her health had dropped off because she stopped doing those things. So my thing was, I'm an encourager. I encourage you to get started right where you're at, come up with something that is challenging to you and accomplish that, and watch what's going to happen with your belief. Here's the second thing I want you to do. Control your negative self-talk. What? Yep. When we make mistakes, we have a way of having this self-talk with ourselves. And if you're not careful, I say this all the time, you will talk yourself out of the best. Never allow one mistake to turn into a character assassination. Let me explain that. In other words, you have a mistake. And instead of judging the event, instead of judging that particular circumstance, you want to judge your character? No. This is not about identity. This is about the event. So I critique the event, but I keep my character intact. Knowing this right here, I have the ability to get this done. Responsibility. And so therefore, I'm not attacking my character. I'm not saying that I'm less than. No. I'm going to stay encouraged. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at this mistake. I'm going to look at this slip up, and I'm going to say, this is how I fix this. This is how I get better at this. This is where I can learn and my belief can grow. And then the third thing that I'm going to give to you on today, I want you to have proof over opinions. This goes back to what we talk about with receipts. What are you talking about? I need you to keep a written record of your progress. Now, I don't do it as much now. I do it mentally more so now than I used to. When I used to go in the gym, I had a little book. And when I would go in the gym, I would look at my little book and I would say, okay, last week when I did this particular workout, I was able to lift 135 pounds. Well, guess what? Today I'm going for 140. Okay. And so I would put that extra 5 pounds on there and I'm like, okay, I got this. Maybe I can get 145. And I put, well, yeah, that's good and everything. So what I was doing though, I would go back to my book and the last set, the last weight that I did, I recorded that. I kept it in my book. Why? Because it showed me the small progress that I was making. And when you see small steps of progress, you get motivated. And when you get motivated and inspired, you do more, and that builds up your belief. So this week, do one challenging thing on purpose every day. Control all that negative self-talk if you have a hiccup or a mistake, and proof over opinions. Keep a written record of all of your progress. Even the small stuff, keep a written record of it, because this is what I understand. We're working on building your belief in yourself. And if we do these things, we're going to see your belief in yourself come up even more. And when you start trusting yourself even more, you're going to be doing even more. And not only that, you are a witness for somebody else. Somebody else is looking. Somebody else is watching. And when they see you go out and you accomplish this, you inspire others. And truthfully, that's what we're here for. We're not here just for ourselves. We're here to inspire and to help others. Well, I hope this has helped and inspired you on today, and it's caused you to see yourself in a different light. I want you to continue to move forward with that. Now, believe in yourself. I'm going to say it again. You are the architect of your life. I'm Coach David. I believe in you, and I want you to believe in yourself even more. You have a great week all week long. Take those challenges and get them knocked out. Share this with somebody. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next time. Bye.